how to be confident? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to give you amazing tips for how you can be confident and use these tips every single day to grow that confidence muscle. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I have some awesome videos upcoming that you will not want to miss out on. I'm here with Alicia Workman, and this is your self-love coach. Today's topic is how to be confident. So, to get us started with tip number one. Tip number one for being confident is visualize yourself. So, what does that exactly mean to visualize yourself? Well, what I would like you to do is imagine yourself in so many different scenarios. You can imagine yourself talking to a crush that you may have, talking to your partner, being in a business meeting, being on a stage, being in front of your friends. Imagine yourself being your most confident self, how you will be talking, what your body language is, how you feel, what people respond to you with. I want you to pretend you're already that confident self, and if you're a visual person, close your eyes and imagine being there and put yourself in that vision. Stay there for a couple of moments and keep doing this every day to make sure that you're really in tune with what it feels like to be confident. If you're not such a visual person, I recommend that you think about how you may speak, or even still what you might feel in your body and how your body language may be. When we can imagine being in this position of confidence and we can visualize our body, or we can feel what it feels like, this is getting us on the way there to being confident. Tip number two is I want you to do something a little bit scary. I want you to take steps on things that you do feel frightened to do. So we can all think of things that we're scared to do, people that we may be afraid to approach, but the more you can do this and get in the hang of making yourself get out of your comfort zone, this is going to make you become more and more confident as you do these things. You can start off with small things and go up bigger and bigger as you go along. This is so important for that confidence muscle and to also eliminate fear. So this is a double bonus within this tip. To help you get more on track with this tip, I'm going to give you a small example of something that I did when I felt fearful myself. So there was a time I needed to approach someone at work about something, and I felt fearful to do it. I was worried what they may think, how they may respond to me, or how I may come across. So I sat there and I kept saying to myself, just do it. You've got no one to be afraid of. Get yourself out there and push yourself to do it. If you can remember as you're doing this that there is no one better than you, and also too, you're no better than anyone else. Everyone is equal, but you have no reason to be afraid of anyone. So just make yourself do it. Have some positive self-talk before getting up to do it, but the more you get used to doing this scary thing, the more better you're going to become at it. Tip number three is catch yourself out when you're having negative thoughts. The reason we want to do this is if we're not aware of when we're having negative thoughts and how they're affecting us, they're going to keep happening for the rest of our life, and it's probably going to prevent you from becoming who you want to be and go where you want to go. So every time you realize you're having a negative thought about yourself, or if you're not so aware, but if you can notice when you're not feeling so good, and maybe think back to what thoughts you were having before that. If you can, in the moment, try and catch yourself out. I got this great tip from Louise Hay, and she said, every time we have a negative thought, try and think about something nice in your mind. So whatever works for you, it could be a waterfall, it could be flowers, it could be grass, it could be water, anything that resonates with you and gets your mind to come off the negative. Tip number 4 is position yourself well and stand up straight. It is actually proven that when we put our shoulders back and make sure our posture is nice and straight, we naturally feel more confident and better in the moment. So bring your attention maybe slunched over or not feeling so confident, keep bringing awareness to your back, and you can even imagine a string from the top of your head and up that is pulling you nice and tall. If you want to imagine that there for anything that you may be going to an event or catching up with someone, getting a little bit nervous, you can keep bringing your attention back to this string from the crown of your head and up, pulling you up nice and tall. It is going to help you nail the situation and feel confident at the time. Did you know that being confident makes you more attractive than what you may actually look like on the outside? A lot of people get this wrong. They think that in order to be confident, we have to be attractive, and that first, once we're attractive, then we will be confident. But that is totally wrong. What actually can happen is when we're confident on the inside and it comes out of us like a shining light, that makes us attractive. The more you remember this, the more confident you're going to want to naturally be, because you will be looking more attractive when you're feeling confident inside and how you're coming out to others. I bet you can think of someone that is super attractive but may not be very confident, and you can see that by lacking their confidence, that it doesn't make them benefit in how attractive they are. It actually can take away from how attractive they are on the outside. And you can probably also think about somebody that initially you may not have thought was very attractive, or that you may not have thought you were attracted to, but because of how confident they are, you're like, wow, I really am attracted to this person, or there's something about the way that they are, about their charisma or their persona that you really love. That will be inner confidence shining out. Tip number 6 is daily affirmations. There is so much mixed talk out there about whether affirmations work or they don't, but I personally experienced it and they 100% work. Around about 3 years ago, every single morning for 5 minutes out loud and a minimum of 5 minutes, sometimes I would go for 6 minutes or 7 minutes, I would sit there in my car on the way to work and say, I love feeling confident, or I am feeling confident. I am confident in myself. It seriously changed how I felt, and after 3 months I was so much more confident and it was so noticeable. I cannot recommend these affirmations enough. And even now, when I'm feeling in a certain area of my life that I need to pick up, might be that I'm feeling a little bit down on self-love, it might be that I'm not feeling good about my work, I will come up with a positive affirmation around that area of my life and say it out loud and visualize myself as I'm saying it. It seriously tricked my mind, and I recommend you try it too, because I'm sure it will help you become more confident, and make sure you persist with this one. It's definitely one that you really need to persist with. Tip number 7 is think about things you've already achieved in the past that you have been confident in doing and that you feel confident about. Reminisce on those things, think about how awesome you were, try and get into the feel of how proud you were in achieving that. This is going to help you in the future with new achievements and building that confidence muscle. It is so important to remember where you've already been and then come to, how you've already grown. This helps us inside feel good, feel successful, and realize where we've come from to where we are now. This is so powerful in any situation. It's really important to remember that there's no point to compare to someone else. You can always compare to where you were in the past to where you are now. You are bound to see many changes in your life and feel awesome about them. Tip number 8 is fake it until you make it. I know it sounds crazy and you're probably thinking, what tip am I giving you? But I can assure you, by doing this, it's going to speed up your confidence so much faster than if you don't do it. When we fake it until we make it, we force ourselves to feel confident in a moment, or at least pretend that we are feeling confident. But it can trick the mind and tell us we are confident. And the more you do this, the sooner you'll really reach that natural point of confidence. I personally practice this and it really has paid off. All that's stopping you from being confident is your own mindset and how you view and see yourself. So So just remember, by faking it until you make it, it's actually helping yourself and building that muscle and speeding up that real confidence that you want. Tip number 9, the last tip for today's video. But before I go into it, please make sure that you've subscribed and hit that notification bell, and please write a comment and let me know which tip you're going to try first to build that amazing self-confidence. Tip number 9 is remembering when you're in moments with people that you're feeling nervous and that self-confidence is lacking. Just remind yourself that we are all equal. If you are in front of somebody that is well known, maybe you're in front of a celebrity, maybe you're in front of someone you feel intimidated by, just tell yourself we're all equal and you have no reason to be afraid or to not be confident in that moment. So if you can tell yourself this and keep practicing it, practice everything I've told you today and put it all in together bit by bit, you will start feeling amazing in any situation. Even now, when I'm feeling a little bit of doubt in myself or not so confident in front of certain people, I come back and I tell myself I have no reason not to shine and not to be confident. And it helps me so much to reach my full potential and to be my true self in front of that person without any fear. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate your support, and I'm so proud of you to get into videos like this where you're motivating yourself, growing yourself, and learning how to be more confident. I'm going to provide you with a ton of other videos to help you become a great and happy version of yourself, feel proud and achieve everything that you desire and that you most of all deserve. Please do subscribe and feel free to leave me a comment about any videos you're hoping that I can make for you to help you out with a situation that you may be struggling with or want some tips on. I would love to help you out. See you again next time.